But before I get to that, I just want to say, I don't know how you're doing during all of this. I hope you're all doing well. But as an engineer, I'm perfectly at home being socially distant from everyone. It feels normal to me. Doesn't it? Engineers, I'm like, what? Why are people complaining? This is perfect for me. I haven't missed a beat. I remember when I was dating, one girl told me she wouldn't touch me with a 10-foot pole. I'm thinking, now I can get within 6 feet. I'm actually improving my skills in that.
There you go.
For those of you who don't know me, and I did check out the gallery, by the way, and there's some people who don't know me, my show is not like most people's show. I was an engineer for many years, and you know, when you meet an engineer, you think, oh, this guy's going to be incredibly funny. Engineers known for their humor. You know, we are just... I hear this all the time. We're going to have a party and only invite engineers. They're the best. So my show is a little different. If you've never seen my show before, what makes it mostly different than other comics is I work in PowerPoint. So I think I'm kidding. I have a lot of slides. I prepared them for this show right now. Let's go to my first slide. Let's see. Okay, we get over there. So there we go. There's my first slide right there. There's people laughing just at the fact that I have PowerPoint, and that's a good thing. Now there's some of my former friends at VLSI Technology are here. That was my badge when I worked at VLSI Technology. And by the way, I designed computer chips for them, and there are still people coming back and going, "Who designed this? Some comedian?" As a matter of fact, yes, that's exactly who designed it. I'm a nerdy person, if you don't know me, and I apologize, my friends who've seen me do this bit before. This is for the people who don't know me. How do you know I'm nerdy? Right there, my pants stop at the bottom of my badge photo. See right there at the bottom? That's where my pants are. Right there. I had to tuck my nipples in. My nipples were just below my belt, right there. And I always like to start my show by really defining what a nerd is, because I'm a nerd. I'm not a geek. I'm a nerd. And what's the difference, you ask? Well, here is a Venn diagram. One of the few comics who works in Venn diagrams. And my nerdy friends out there can take a screenshot of this if you want to save it. So it takes three things to be a nerd. You have to be smart, socially awkward, and obsessed. If you're all three of those things, you're in fact a nerd. Smart, socially awkward, and obsessed. Geeks, on the other hand, are really just smart and obsessed. They're like Star Trek geeks, right? Comic book geeks. They get dressed up. They go to conventions. Nerds do not go to conventions unless we're working IT support. That's the only reason we're there. We're not hanging out with humans unless you're paying us. That's our deal. Now, at the top there, at the top of the diagram right there, if you're smart and socially awkward, you're a dork. That's the dork region. And I've looked at the gallery. There's plenty of dorks in this crowd, so welcome, dorks. And then if you're socially awkward and obsessed, you're a stalker. So there you go. Figure out what you are. My favorite thing about this chart is that people stare at it and go, I think I might be a dork stalker. They try to figure out where they are. People always want to know how somebody goes from engineer to stand-up comedian. And I chose Venn diagrams to show, because I used to have a joke about how it happened, but really what happened was it never occurred to me. I was in high school, and I was good at two things. I had math skills, and I was good at problem solving. And when you're good at those two things, no guidance counselor says, you, sir, should become a comedian. That certainly it would not happen. That guidance counselor would get fired. Nobody. No. I can imagine your kid coming home. My guidance counselor says I should be a comedian. Oh, great. That's fantastic. So I became an engineer because that's what the number said I should be. So, and I like being an engineer. I still am, really. Over here, if you got people skills, right? You're good with people and you're good at problem solving. You're in management, right? You get your management. You're good at handling people, and that makes perfect sense. Now over here, if you got OCD, everything has to be exactly right, and you got math skills. You're an accountant, is what you are. That's what accountants do, right there. Accountants. They have no idea how to solve any problems. The accountants just look at you and go, I have no idea what's wrong, but it's not adding up. I don't know how to fix this. You're screwed. Accountants are no help with that. Over here, if you're into drinking and you have people skills, well, join our sales force, young man. If you're buying, you'll be the VP. How's that? Okay. If you're heartless, if you have no heart and you have OCD, you're in human resources. That's the way that works. And if you're heartless and into drinking, you're a lawyer. And if you're all those things, you're in fact a comedian. That's the circle of life, as I call it.
Excellent.
Yay.
And although this is somewhat nerdy, I have to defend my engineering brethren who, a lot of people say we're not emotional, but engineers get emotional. We do get emotional. So I came up with a set of emojis just for engineers. So here we go. And you got to look carefully here. That one right there, that emoji for, that is happy. That's a happy engineer. Trust me. Very happy engineer. That is a sad engineer. By the way, that is a feature. That's not a flaw. That is a feature. That's mad. Amused, love, confused. We have all the emotions: disgust, surprise, joy, and that one right there. See that one right there? You gotta look careful. That one right there. That is the project is finished.